So now we will see input attribute list in input field. So guys, basically the input list attribute refers to the data list element that contains the predefined options for an input element. So basically, in case you want to have the list of elements to be displayed with the help of the input element, then you can have the input along with the list attribute over here, and you can provide the ID of the data list element that you can define later on. So guys, basically this input tag will now have the list of drop down items from which the user can select one of the items. So guys, let us check this with the help of examples in VS Code over here. So previously we had defined the input tag with the type text over here, which was having the f name, that is the first name that the user wants to define, and also we had the submit button in the form of the image. So guys, what we will do is, after this first input tag, we will have another input tag over here. So this time we are not going to define any type over here, but instead of this we are going to have the list attribute. So guys, basically the input tag along with the list attribute will help us in order to have the drop down list in this case. So over here, let's say we provide the value as list1. So guys, basically this should be the ID of the data list tag that we are going to define now. So basically after this input tag, we can define the data list tag as well. So in this case, we define data list tag, and then inside this data list tag we can have the ID in this case. So the ID must be equal to the value of this list attribute that we had defined. So I'll just simply copy this and paste this over here as the ID attribute of the data list tag. And then guys, we can have the list of items that we want to display. So currently if we check the web page, there will be no items that will be displayed. So let me just check this. I'll save this file now and try reloading this page on the browser. So as you can see, we have this input field being displayed over here. There are no values that is being displayed right now inside this input field. Guys, what we will do is, we will replace this particular image with the submit button as well. So over here, after the data list, we will have couple of line breaks in this case. And then instead of having the input tag along with the type image over here, we will simply have the input tag along with the type submit in this case, so that a simple text value can be displayed with the help of the submit button. So over here we have the value as submit. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now as you can see, we have the submit button. But the important thing is, we need to have certain drop down values over here so that the user can select one of the values from this list. So guys, over here what we have to do is, inside this data list tag, we need to define our options with the help of the option tag. So over here simply we will have the option tag in this case. We can remove the ending tag over here. So I'll simply remove this, and then we can have different options inside the value attribute of the option tag. So let's say we have the label for this input tag as the mode of transport. So over here for the input part, we will also have the ID as well, and then we will say transport in this case, and the same ID we can provide it as the value for the for attribute over here, and then we can say select your mode of transport. So guys, basically we are asking the user to select the mode of transport, and then we will have the list of options from which the user can select the mode of transport. So let's say we provide the first option as bike in this case, and some more couple of options over here. So we will say car, and the third option as bus in this case. So guys, we have three options over here, that is bike, car and bus. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now as you can see, select your mode of transport label is being displayed, and if you see over here, there is a drop down that is getting displayed right now inside this input field. And when we click on this drop down option, as you can see, bike, car and bus options are getting displayed over here. So we can simply select one of the options. So let's say we select car in this case. So basically this particular option is getting selected, and then simply we can click on submit button over here so that the parameter gets submitted to the server. But guys, in this case we are only able to see f name over here. That's because for the input field we have not provided the name attribute, and it is very important that whenever you are passing any of the values from the HTML form, then you should have the name attribute as well. So in this case we will provide the name attribute as the value that is same as ID in this case. So let me just provide the transport value over here. Guys, what if we provide the ending tag for the option in this case? So let me just provide that as well to all the three options, and then we will also provide the value in between the option tags over here. So we will say bike, and then we have car, and then we have bus over here, as all the three options being displayed as text over here. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now if we go and select the mode of transport over here in this case, so let's say we select car as the option and first name as John, and then let me just click on submit button. So as you can see, F name is getting displayed over here as John, which is getting passed as the part of URL. That's because we have provided the method as get request over here for the form tag, and then the second parameter, that is transport, is being displayed with the value of car that the user selected while submitting the form. So guys, in this way you can easily have the drop down options with the help of the input tag, and along with it you can provide the list attribute, which will have the value of the ID of the data list element that you are going to define, just like how we have defined over here, that is the data list element. And inside the data list element you can have different options over here along with their values in this case, from which the user can select one of the values. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is input attribute autocomplete in input field. So stay tuned.